The Menden-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel welcomes you to this edition of the Mayors and Supervisors Weekly Update, brought to you by...
Each week, our community makes history. Each week, you make history. And each week, there's only one source to turn to for the first take on history. You know what that is? Subscribe to the Sentinel right now to discover the history being made in your own backyard.
The Menden-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel. More than just your news, it's your history.
Hey, welcome everyone to this week's version of the Mayors and Supervisors Update. I'm Chris Carosa, publisher of the Menden-Honeoye Falls-Lima Sentinel, and each week we're bringing you the goings-on around our towns and villages that we cover. This week we're going to be starting with John Moffat in the town of Menden. John, how's Menden moving?
Menden's moving, right? Absolutely. So as always, thanks, Chris, for having us. A couple of things I wanted to share today. First of all, we did look at the bids for the Military Memorial and Spray Park back on April 11th. The town board accepted the bid on the Military Memorial, and we passed on the bids on the Spray Park. We passed on the bids on the Spray Park because, number one, it was split into three different portions, depending on what specific utility was involved. And one of the utilities did not receive any bids, so we were going to have to rebid that anyway. So in talking to an attorney who specializes in construction in New York State, he advised us that his recommendation was to rebid all three of the remaining three items as one bid and rebid that. So we accepted the bid for the Military Memorial. We will be progressing, excuse me, along those lines. And due to the supply chain issues, I don't really want to profess to know an ending date or a completion date, I should say. As far as the splash pad goes, we are continuing to do that. We are going back out to bid. So we're not giving up. We're just reorganizing. The other thing I would mention is that Town of Menden is in the process of working with a grant writer for sidewalks in the hamlet of Menden, as well as a few other grant possibilities. Test kits. We originally handed out some test kits several months ago for COVID. They are made by iHealth. Anybody who's watching can see that. These were distributed through Monroe County to the town of Menden. These particular kits that we handed out in the beginning have an expiration date of May 11th, 2022. Since that's rapidly approaching, I contacted Dr. Mendoza, the Monroe County Health Director, and he advised me that there is a 3-month extension to the expiration date on that particular test kit. So he says you could add 3 months to the package. And he also said that those tests, as far as he knows, are effective in detecting the BA2 variant. As science changes, sometimes the answer changes. However, that was from Dr. Mendoza. Now later, in the process, we received a second batch of test kits from Monroe County. These have an expiration date of July 24th, 2022. We have almost 1,000 of these at the Menden Town Hall that expire in July. He said that same 3-month process of extending the expiration date applies to those kits as well, because they are made by iHealth. And they are in the orange and white container that we distributed through the town. Also, I just wanted to mention that the Menden Fire Department is having their parade this year. That will be on Saturday, June 4th. And with things with COVID appear to be winding down, we're certainly looking forward to that. We'll also be having our Memorial Day parade in the hamlet of Menden, as usual, on Monday, the 30th of May. And then there will be a little later that morning, a Memorial Day parade in the village of Honeoye Falls on that same day, Monday the 30th. I would encourage everyone to attend as we have all missed these type of events during COVID. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks, John. And with that, I will read what Rick Milne sent me. He is not available right now to read it himself. So from the village of Honeoye Falls, here's the update. This past week has seen more of our efforts striding towards mild weather activities. Brush pickup is in full swing. We're preparing for mowing and trimming projects to begin and general outside work activities. The Honeoye Falls Fire Department celebrated another year of incredible service this past Saturday evening, which would be April 9th. Awards and points of honor were presented to very worthy recipients. One award that needs to be reported was a service award to Mr. Dennison Bud Ripley, who has served the fire department, Honeoye Falls Fire Department, for 70 years. Bud Ripley has been a very active member in the Masons organization in Honeoye Falls for many years. He was one of the founding members of the Honeoye Falls Ambulance, which is now called the Honeoye Falls Menden Ambulance, and a man of true service. We thank Bud Ripley for all he's done in this community. Very positive development is taking place in the village as well. A storefront on West Main Street next to the new Four Seasons restaurant is getting a full makeover. We're excited as the developer is bringing the storefront back much closer to its original design and will provide a positive impact on West Main Street. The apartments above the location are also getting a makeover. Micro-Open Technologies on Paper Mill Street has begun a 10,000 square foot addition. We appreciate their investment in the community of Honeoye Falls and are excited to see this expansion here in the village. The Wolfsburger Park development is moving along well, as is the upgrade and enhancement at the A+ future 7-Eleven mini market gas station. All very positive developments within the village of Honeoye Falls. We hope all are celebrating a nice Easter spring holiday. That was Rick Milne, Mayor of Honeoye Falls. And speaking of mayors, we'd like to welcome Maggie Ridge, Mayor of Scottsville for the first time. Hey, Maggie, how are we doing today?
Very good. Still getting my sea legs here.
Well, tell us what's happening in Scottsville.
Well, it's going to be very, very short. Brush pickup, we're doing that. The guys are excited about getting the plows off and the mowers on, so we got that going on. Johnson Park Pavilion is, I think people are getting used to the idea again that it's going to be available for rent. So we've got people coming in, scheduling, graduation parties, picnics, that sort of thing. So we're happy to kind of have people congregate again. And we're also doing the Memorial Day Parade this year after a couple of years of not having it. So that would be it at this point. We've got a ton of those test kits. Thank you for those dates. Maybe we can get them out at the Memorial Day Parade. I don't know. I'm sure I'm going to make some mistakes as I kind of bumble through this, but I'm excited to be here and excited about the support that I'm getting, and hopefully this will be part of it as well.
All right. Well, Maggie, we're glad to see you this week. Next up, Mike Falk, the town of Lima. What's cooking in Lima?
Well, Chris, of course, the press release from the Livingston County Health Department is dire. Lucky Charms cereal is causing people to be sick. And so if you have eaten Lucky Charms cereal and you do feel ill, please call the Livingston County Health Department, 243-7299 or 243-7270. This is a complaint from actually the Federal Food and Drug Administration, so it is to be taken seriously. The Office for the Aging at Livingston County is going to be offering free technology classes for seniors. It is a new program that is done in partnership with Senior Planet. And this is a national nonprofit that harnesses technology to change the way that older Americans age. The Office for the Aging will soon begin offering these classes about technology, health, wellness, and socialization. If you are interested and want more information, you can call 243-7520 or go to livingstoncounty.us to the Office of the Aging link, and there's information there. The town of Lima is having its annual cleanup days, again on May 6th and 7th from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Highway Garage over on Dublin Street. This does include electronics collection with a maximum of 2 televisions per household. You must get a permit from the town clerk in order to be able to participate. It is free to residents of Lima, and it's town of Lima, including the village. Call 582-1130 with any questions. We are having our Memorial Day Parade again this year. We did skip the parade once, but we have actually continued to have a ceremony even every year through COVID. But this year should be especially nice. Look for that Monday morning here. And lastly, if you are downtown and you smell coffee, it is because they are testing out the brewing systems over at Milk and Honey. You may actually even find the door unlocked and get a sample. You never know. But I can tell you the coffee is quite delicious. And that's all I've got, Chris.
I was going to say you were speaking from experience on that last one. So. Jerry, Town of Rush, what do we got going on there?
It's an overcast, rainy day, but I still continue to believe that Rush is the best kept secret in Western New York. And I'm very pleased to meet Maggie, my new neighbor. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
And I'm a little out of gas today because I woke up early this morning. The highway superintendent and his deputy were pounding on my house to wake me up. I turned the phone off last night for the town board meeting and forgot to turn it back on. So they were pounding on the house, making the dog bark, and anxious for me to get over to the town hall to take care of a problem. So I did that, but I'm still tired. I will just mention, I want to wish everybody a happy Easter. We will be closed Good Friday, as I'm sure most public buildings are. But I do want to mention that our townwide highway brush pickup will commence on April 18th. So have your brush out, they will pick it up, and you won't have to look at it on the side of the road anymore. I also want to mention the 15 Days of Spring, which runs from April 15th through April 30th. And that event is where the Rush Parks Association does an organized canvass of many roads in the town of Rush that are speed limits of 35 miles per hour and below for safety reasons, where people, residents, go out and pick up trash. It might not seem like a big deal, but we've done it for several years. We didn't do it last year or the year before. I'm pretty sure we didn't. And I could never believe the amount of trash that had to be hauled to the end dump site. And I hope we have a big turnout this year, because when you see the bags of trash, it will justify your spending a couple of hours out there. Also, free pizza and soda at the end of the day, which usually ends about 12 or 1 o'clock. So enjoy that. And that's about all I have, Chris.
All right, thanks, Jerry. Anybody have anything that they forgot that they want to mention? Seeing none, we wish everybody out there a very happy Easter and Passover celebration, and we will see you all next week again on 1 o'clock on our Facebook page and YouTube channel. Bye-bye for now.
Bye. Thank you. Nice to meet you all.
Imagine yourself communicating with a difference. Pan-Dimensional Solutions helps you do this. Whether live spectator events, taped broadcasts, or real-time audience-engaging programs, you can benefit immediately from the tools Pan-Dimensional Solutions will share with you. Do you want to make a difference? Contact us at pandimensional.com.